Hello and welcome. You're watching The Buck Stops here and I'm Barkhadat. The image you are going to see on your screen shortly is defining a new trend, that of generals embracing politics. General JJ Singh is the most recent to take the plunge. General VK Singh, of course, preceded him, both chiefs of army staff who have then embraced electoral politics. General JJ Singh will be contesting against Captain Amarinder Singh in Patiala. Also, on the other side of the trenches, Major General Satbir Singh, if we can move to those pictures now, was today addressing a press conference with Captain Amarinder Singh. Major General Satbir Singh, of course, we know from having led the one rank, one pension protest. General Satbir Singh is now talking about backing the Congress electorally. So on the one hand, you have General JJ Singh, who's going to go up against Captain Amarinder Singh, and on the other hand, you have these pictures of General Satbir Singh at the forefront of the one rank, one pension protest, sitting side by side with Captain Amarinder Singh, saying that although he's not joining the Congress, his team will be backing the Congress in all states in these elections. On the program today, we ask whether our generals have been brought to this point because they believe that the best way to give a voice to the soldier is actually by becoming part of the system where power resides? Or is there a danger that when top military officers embrace electoral politics, then the apolitical ethos of the military, of the forge, is being undermined? Let's go straight to our panel. On the program today from Patiala tonight is former Chief of Army Staff and now to be Akali Dal candidate against Captain Amarinder Singh, General JJ Singh. We're also joined by General Shankar Roy Chaudhary, who while not in electoral politics has served as a member of the Rajya Sabha in 1999. Also with me in the studio, Admiral Sushil Kumar, former Chief of Navy Staff, and with me Colonel Aljesh Shukla, well-known defense analyst and commentator. We'll also get comments from General Satbir Singh as we go along. General JJ Singh, let me start by asking you why somebody who has been chief, which is an exalted position with authority and dignity and power and influence and prestige, would want to get into the hurly-burly of electoral politics at all?
Barkha, since you asked me the first question, I'd like to mention to you that there is high value in service to society.
Okay.
I am in politics, I am in Patiala to serve the people of Patiala and serve the people of Punjab. So I do not think if your motive is to serve the people, you should consider that it is a lowly type of a job. It's not befitting the dignity of a former army chief and a former governor to do it. I don't agree at all.
Okay. So you're saying, General JJ saying that one should not be hung up on stature. What matters is whether you are in public service. Is that correct?
Yes, if your aim and your objective is to serve the people, then there is no question of raising issues like this. Also, where is the justification you are asking me this question for Maharajas? Centuries of legacy of Raj of the country, of the state where they were,
yes,
to enter into politics and become an MLA? Why?
So you're saying if ex-royalty can aspire to be an MLA, why not an ex-chief? General Shankar Roy Chaudhary, would you agree? Because your own experience with Parliament, of course, is not been through electoral politics. You were an independently nominated member of Parliament, which some would say is different. Some would argue that in the end it's not, that a chief is a chief for life. And once you've been chief, you should actually not be MP or MLA. How would you see that, sir, General Chaudhary?
I would totally disagree with you. I would totally disagree with you because apart from whatever political ideals you may have or whatever political doctrine you want to follow, the fact of the matter is that one of the most ignored, neglected sections of today's India are the services. particularly the ex-servicemen. And it is imperative, not only is it advisable, but it is imperative that more of us, people like General JJ, myself and other names that you are mentioning, it is imperative for more of services background people to get into Parliament to provide the necessary lobby required to pressurize the government in matters of service interests, particularly for the ex-services community.
Okay.
That is one.
Okay.
That is one. The second thing is the presence of service officers, particularly of the rank of chief, is essential to educate the Parliament
Okay.
about the intricacies of defense, which is getting more and more important every day.
Right.
We are buying equipment from all over the globe,
Yeah.
and it is best that we have in-house experts present in the Parliament to tell the legislators what they are doing right or what they are doing wrong as far as military aspects of all problems are concerned.
All right.
This is most important right now,
Yes.
because the situation all over the world is going from bad to worse.
Okay, so what I'm hearing both of you say, one of you is of course saying that it's about public service. General Chaudhary is making the point that actually this is a way of A, giving voice to the military in the system, and B, lending expertise. Admiral Sushil Kumar, would you take the plunge if that opportunity presented itself? You've also been a former military chief. Do you agree with the two ex-chiefs?
Personally, I wouldn't
You would not.
make the switch for a very simple reason, that I feel that once you've been the chief of an armed force serving the nation, it'll be very difficult to switch to mainstream politics. And a chief would in any way like to serve the nation, not his constituency. Having said that, I think there's just a dichotomous situation, because the armed forces, the military man, has a different role, a different function, a different ethos to somebody in the political fraternity, and these roles are not interchangeable.
But these roles will get blurred now, because you had General VK Singh, you now have General JJ Singh, you have General Shankar Roy Chaudhary, who's been in
Yes,
Parliament.
yes,
So
yes.
that neat compartmentalization that was once assumed
Yes, having said
may no
that-
longer exist anymore.
Having said that, I would like to also add that we in the armed forces, the Indian armed forces in particular, are so rigidly grounded in our apolitical ethos and our secular character. I cannot visualize going into mainstream politics, which is somewhat of a compromising situation to my way of looking at it. And therefore, I find that whilst there is a positive side to it, that as General Shankar Roy Chaudhary says, you can do good to your ex-servicemen.
Yeah.
The other aspect is that you can bring a semblance of disciplined approach and your secular character into the.
But yet you're saying that you believe mainstream politics is a compromise with the office of the chief.
I do agree.
Ajay, let me bring you in and then I'll go back to the generals.
Well, first of all, there are two clear reasons why I don't think former chiefs should be in politics.
Only former chiefs?
Former chiefs,
Because there are
and
other
let's say-
soldiers. There's General Khanduri, who's been in politics. There's Rajavardhan Rathore. I can think of other examples.
Good. It's perfectly
Amarinder
fine.
Singh himself.
It's perfectly fine to have people of lower ranks going into politics. But when a chief goes, there are two big problems that come in. First of all, the chief has a certain exalted status in the eyes of everybody who's serving, and the ex-chiefs also have that status. They are regarded as practically as demigods. And to see them being in politics with all the give and take and slandering and backchatting and hurly-burly that you talked about is not something that will go down well.
So you're
with
saying
the
why
band.
should a chief want to be an MLA, basically?
Well, no, I'll come to that. I'm talking about, first of all, the image of the chief and the institution of the chief in the eyes of the men and the serving soldiers of the army does not like or does not sit well with his entry into active politics.
Okay.
The second point is that when a chief is having the possibility or the option of going into politics, can he be absolutely fair and impartial and not apolitical while he's in the chair? Is there a switch that is going
But
to
maybe
be
he didn't
flipped?
think of it at that time. I mean, I'll put that to General JJ Singh, but maybe when they're in office, it's not like they're planning for life after being in the army, right?
There is certainly the whole possibility of people being influenced by, I mean, we have the example before us of General VK Singh, who the day he lost his case in the Supreme Court, started making political statements, went for a political rally with the Chandrasekhar party, clearly with an eye towards entering politics. And just recently you have had the supersession of 2 officers by an officer, which creates the possibility that future chiefs or future people who are aspiring to be chief would believe that, you know, it would be important to curry favor with the political
I'll
leadership.
put that to General JJ Singh in
One
just a moment.
second,
Yeah.
one second. Just 2 more very quick points. General JJ Singh said this is public service. Where does public service end? Is a chief going to sit or appear to become the municipal councillor next? That's public service also. Is there a status issue over here that the chief should keep safeguard even after retirement the institution of chief or not? And lastly, General Shankar Roy Chaudhary's sort of notion that by entering politics you will serve the ex-soldiers. All I'll ask him is, how has he managed to serve ex-soldiers? How have any of the senior officers who have joined politics done anything for the
I'll let
ex-soldiers?
General JJ Singh rebut, and then General Satbir is on the phone line. We'll go to him in a moment. General JJ Singh, go ahead.
I want to comment on Ajay Shukla. I think he is showing a confused approach. You can either say that chiefs should not go into politics, or say that only up to so-and-so rank it's all right. How is he ignoring the fact that Captain Amarinder Singh of the Sikh regiment has been into politics? He did not say anything. How can you say that General Khanduri was in politics, so Major General can be in politics? What is he talking of status? Status of a Major General is no less. He has not risen beyond a colonel. Ajay Shukla did not face the rigors of war. He is a strategic expert sitting on an armchair in Delhi. I would like to know from him. He came to Arunachal when I was the governor there. I made sure he has a good time and visits various places. And this man is talking about the status. I'm ready to pick up trash outside my house and put it in the trash can. I have learned to be with a soldier, whatever rank and status I had, to be with my feet on the ground. I believe you lead by example. You can't tell, I'm a chief, I can't pick up the muck from the ground and clean up my environment. I will do it. If a Prime Minister can do it, I can also do it. And there is no lowering of my status. It's enhancing my status.
Okay, quickly, Ajay, I need to go to General Satbir Singh.
Well, I think one thing General JJ Singh has displayed is that he's well cut out to be in politics, because when you make an argument, he doesn't answer the argument. He attacks the person making the argument. We are talking about a chief who is in a position to do political favors to the leadership. Captain Amarinder Singh, when he left service, was a captain. He was hardly in a position to have a quid pro quo.
But if you're talking about not politicizing the army, then it should be no ranks should be in electoral politics.
No, we're not talking about politicizing the army. We are talking about
Absolutely.
quid pro quos at senior leadership. We are talking about
so your
people
issue
who are
is not
in a
with
position.
the soldier. Your issue is not with soldiers in politics. It's with
I
generals
would
in politics.
absolutely encourage soldiers to enter politics. I would absolutely encourage officers of mid-rank to enter politics.
But not senior generals.
But not
so
senior
when General
generals when
Satbir
they
Singh, and I'm going to him next, stands at the Congress press conference and says, I'm going to support the Congress, what is that for you?
Well, I supported General Satbir Singh up to this point when he was doing and leading an apolitical movement on behalf of ex-servicemen. But when he's aligned himself to a political party, that movement has in a sense been devalued.
Okay, General Satbir Singh, you've been listening. Go ahead with that. You have here Ajay Shukla saying that in a way you have devalued the apolitical movement you were fighting for by actually sitting at the party headquarters of a political party and talking about supporting them electorally. And as more of you start taking political sides, you know, you have taken one, General JJ Singh has taken one. Isn't it disconcerting for the military, which is meant to be absolutely apolitical, sir?
Barkha, I would like to catch some time, because It's very important. I have been there for 571 days today.
Yes.
My elder brothers, the two chiefs, and also Colonel Shukla, I would like to brief them on this issue. We have seen the pain on the roads for the last 571 days.
Yes.
Time has come. The frontiers, guards, now. There is a time. Absolutely correct. I support General Shankar Roy Chaudhary as well as General JJ Singh. Why not? Everyone in the force now. If we are capable of protecting the borders, we are actually good at even now giving the best administration, the best political service to the nation so that the nation progresses. The country comes first to me. We took an oath. Therefore, I am in disagreement with Ajay Shukla that the chief should not enter or something of the kind. On the contrary, I think everyone should look at that once you are out of
But
service.
sir, you're taking
You
sides.
should-
Sir,
you should
I
serve
want
the
to ask you a
nation.
question. I want to ask you a question. When I see you taking a side with the Congress, when I see, one minute, when I see General JJ Singh taking the side of the Akalis, I am seeing the military community divided into political camps overtly, not as citizens, but as generals.
I want to tell you, Barkha,
Yes.
For 2014, when today's Pradhan Sevak, that is our Prime Minister, wanted us to 31 generals to be at Rewari. Was it not politicization?
Yes.
And now he said, the defense minister calls that we are criticizing. There are 23 districts in Punjab. All 23 districts have supported. We have gone for majority. That it is time now to see where should we also support. We felt, that time we felt it is BJP should we support. We gave them 100 extra seats. And then they have betrayed the faith of soldier. The Prime Minister said that they give us actual one rank, one pension. They have not given us.
No, where
Now
I agree,
today,
let me just step in there, where I think you're right is that every party does milk the soldier for political benefits, whether it's the BJP or the Congress. The
therefore,
question...
we are becoming wiser.
So
Barkha, we
you're
are
becoming
wiser.
politicians. Sir, in this pursuit of wisdom, you're becoming netas. We don't want our generals to become netas.
What is wrong with becoming a neta provided we deliver to the nation?
Okay, let me take that to the panel. Admiral Kumar, sir, coming back to you.
Why should General VK Singh not be a minister? Why should not General JJ Singh be a minister? Why can't we deliver? Barkha,
Not
we must
questioning your
honor
capacity, sir.
That a soldier is equally capable and better.
Of course, sir,
in
this is not
politics
about
too.
capability. Not about capability, competence, ability at all. Admiral Kumar. Sir, I'll come back to you. Yeah, Admiral Kumar.
I think this has gone off quite an emotional tangent. What I meant earlier, having heard them, is that we in the armed forces are so rigidly grounded and have such an uncompromising adherence to our principles that a switch over to a compromising way of life, which is what we visualize politicians to be. I mean, they have to be necessarily compromising for their constituency. To a military man, a target is a target. You either hit it or you miss it.
Yeah.
It may not be so for a politician. He can diminish it, reduce it, extend it, vary it, even forget it.
Yeah.
That's the basic difference.
Ajay, you want to add to that, and then I want to go to General Shankar Roy Chaudhary and General JJ Singh.
I just would like to say that I've spent the last couple of days talking to a lot of serving military people, both about this issue of the chief supersession and the issue of entry into politics of former chiefs. And there is deep disquiet in the ranks about this. They don't want to see their chiefs
But
joining
isn't your
politics.
position contradictory? I want to push you a little bit, because
Yeah.
when I'm saying to General Satbir Singh and General JJ Singh, we don't want our generals to become netas, I would probably say the same to a soldier of a lower rank as well. We don't want our soldiers to become netas.
Why would you say that to a soldier of the
Because
lower
I have
ranks?
always thought of the military as outside or above politics.
That's true. The military, while they are in service, are above and outside politics. But the differentiator between a soldier entering politics or a mid-rank officer entering politics and a top general like a chief entering politics is that the chief, the beginnings of entry of chiefs into politics as a rule or as a trend, and you yourself said it is a trend that is becoming evident now, is something that inevitably will interfere with the discharge of their duties while they are in service.
Okay,
and that is a problem.
Let me take that to General Shankar Roy Chaudhary. General Chaudhary, go ahead.
I think Ajay Shukla has read too many books.
What do you mean by that?
What actually happens is, once you go into the parliament as a chief, you go into parliament with tremendous respect. And when you speak in parliament, you maintain that respect. Also you are instrumental in many cases, large number of cases, of personally attempting to short circuit the long drawn out official procedures and getting grievances of ex-servicemen remedied. Small example. An officer who was severely wounded in 1971, he lost a limb, lost one of his eyes. He was not getting a gas connection, a gas agency.
Yes.
I could at least take, and this is only one example, I could at least take that officer to see the Minister of Petroleum, who controls the gas agencies, and he could get a gas agency. So these are small things, I don't want to talk about them. But I think to have this thing that you go and what have you done for this and that, that is, I think Ajay Shukla should read less books and look around him and see how things are done positively.
Okay, I'll let Ajay come in later, but General JJ Singh and General Satbir have been waiting. General JJ Singh. It's not just Ajay, you've also heard, General JJ Singh, you've also heard Admiral Sushil Kumar, and none of you have picked up on what he is saying.
Yes, I would totally disagree with Admiral Sushil Kumar, with due respects, because he is in a time warp. He is in the 20th century or even before that. I don't think he has evolved in this particular field. Why I am saying this is, we all say we want good people representing us in the parliament and in assemblies.
Yes.
And let me tell you, those who think MLA is a smaller job than a member of parliament, I think I'm more focused as an MLA and I can deliver in 5 years in my limited area. That's why I commented on service. So Barkha, these views, some of them are not logical. And I always ask a question, is it logical? Is it based on some basic facts?
Okay.
Ajay Shukla's voice and somebody saying we asked a few officers, that is no poll, that is no analysis. Please, let's not take it lightly. I think if I'm committed, what should be seen is General A. Has he done his job well? Has he been an example? Has he been a trendsetter of how governance should be there, or how service to the people should be done? I think that is what Ajay Shukla should have been saying. That is what Admiral Sushil Kumar should have been saying.
Okay.
They are off the grid. They are not on the same page with today's people's ideas of what their leaders should do for them. I'm quite clear. I have my task cut out for me. If I get elected, I will show them being a person who will be a service provider and a leader with a difference.
Okay, sir.
Please understand that and don't get me wrong.
Okay, sir. Admiral Kumar, quickly last comments. You are in a time warp, sir.
Yeah, I'm in a time warp, I suppose so. You know, I opened the discussion by asking, isn't this a dichotomous situation? I personally would never have become a politician because I cannot find myself in an uncompromising situation. Having said that, I also do believe that if an ex-serviceman, and particularly a chief who's been an institution in himself, representing the Army, Navy or Air Force, joins the political mainstream, then it's best to keep his head on his shoulders, because he's so rigidly grounded in certain principles, he better not compromise on that.
Okay, I have just 30 seconds left. General Satbir Singh, quick last comment, and then Ajay can respond to a lot of people's criticism of him tonight. General Satbir.
See, I would only say, Barkha, that it is our country. What capability, competence the soldiers have, they are equally good in providing the political service to the nation, to their constituencies, as MP or an MLA or a minister or even the Prime Minister. What's wrong with it? It should be open to everyone who is respected in his constituency, win it and take part. What matters is my country comes first. How do I deliver progress to my nation and development?
Okay.
We do not want people to assure and then forget about who are making the soldiers to be on the road for 571 days.
Yes,
There
sir.
is Pradhan Sevak who assured us,
Okay,
and he's got what is good for it. Why not General JJ Singh? Why not General Satbir Chaudhary? Why not our other chiefs? I think if we can deliver progress to my nation, Bharat, Bharti and Bhartiyata, we all are soldiers capable of doing so.
sir.
There should be no restriction on it.
Sir, no restriction, no doubting capacity. That was never really the argument. Really quick last word.
Quick last word is only this. General JJ Singh wants me to go and talk to people and find out what they have to say about chiefs. I'm not going to do that. The people are going to speak. They are going to vote. And I suspect he's not going to like the answer that he's going to get. But the people who I talk to, which is the serving officer community in the army today, let me tell you that they're saying almost unanimously that that image that they saw of him standing in civvies and saluting an audience and the Deputy Chief Minister of Punjab standing next to him, they are not pleased with that.
Of him sharing a stage with Sukhbir
Yeah,
Badal.
yeah.
I have to allow General JJ Singh a brief response. We do have that photograph. I don't know if that's the particular one. We have a photograph of him with Sukhbir Badal. We can bring that up. General JJ Singh, please go ahead, sir. I must allow you a rebuttal there.
Yeah, Barkha, thank you very much. I think Ajay has got it wrong. I would like to tell him that certain things which were done where army or the warriors of Punjab were honored, I participated in such functions.
Yes.
There was a famous historical fort of Govindgarh which was inaugurated and open to the public. I
Yes.
was there and I was given an award and a decoration.
Yes,
and
sir.
there were many gallantry award winners there. And I saluted my soldiers. I saluted all those who are present there. I think this is my humble contribution or humble acceptance of their honor that they gave me by an award.
Okay,
Ajay
sir.
Shukla was not there, so he cannot make any comments on it. I'm sorry, Ajay, but you are getting many things wrong. And the results of the polls, when we have them, and if I am nominated, will give me the last laugh, Ajay.
Okay, we'll have to
We'll
leave
see
it
the
there.
results.
We'll
We'll
have to
see
leave
the
it. The results are
when
not
they
even the
come out.
point. In fairness, the result of an election is not germane to the heart of this debate. But it is interesting that while the Congress and the BJP may not agree on much, General Satbir Singh and General JJ Singh, while being on opposite sides of the parties they're choosing to support, are completely in agreement. Otherwise, this is an interesting and a significant new trend for sure in what's happening with the Indian military. Leaving it there, General Shankar Roy Chaudhary, General JJ Singh, General Satbir Singh, Admiral Kumar and Ajay, of course. Thank you for joining us.